Welcome back, my friends, to the 10 by 10 Declutter Project 3. And I want to ask you a question. Do you swing both ways? And of course, when I'm asking you that, I am talking about your front door. So even though swinging both ways is a bit of a cheeky phrase, it is completely applicable to this project. The mechanical health of your front door and its ability to swing unimpeded in both directions is incredibly important to the energy of your environment. Think of the message that is silently sent or received when you cannot welcome visitors or be welcomed yourself and opportunities to the front door because it's blocked, impaired, broken, dirty, or otherwise turns you away on either side of the door. This project is called EntryWays because it may take many forms to accommodate different types of living situations. But at its heart, it's about making space for possibility and vital life force to come through your front door, which is the mouth of your home. And it also provides security and safety to your private space. And in that security and safety, you can be your most authentic self. So the way we'll do this project is a little bit of a departure from our past couple of days where we had a pretty clear-cut 5-step process. So there's going to be like 2 tracks. So if your front door is blocked, damaged, dirty, difficult to lock or unlock, or otherwise impeded, this is where your time and energy is best focused. And it may be that you can make these changes, make these updates quickly, and then move on to the second track. But if you have any damage or impediment to your front door, this is where I want you to do the work of today's project. If your front door is in good working condition, secure, unimpeded, you'll most likely have time to zoom out to a larger entryway project today. But even sturdy, good condition doors benefit from a regular washing and a stoop sweeping, both inside and out. So as with our other projects, your home, your mileage, your specific project may vary quite a bit. So if you're unsure, make sure you bring that to a daily coaching session, or you post in the WhatsApp, or you can email me, cluttergenius@gmail.com. All right, so I want to talk a little bit more about what is blocking our doors. So things that are door inhibitors are overburdened hooks. This is like having a 900-pound backpack and every coat you've ever owned, and it's stacked and stacked and stacked until the door is either difficult to move physically because it's too heavy, or it's straining it at the hinges. And this includes towels and clothing on bathroom doors or any doors that are not only heavy, but stacking these without limits in a humid area can lead to mold growth on the door or on your items. And mold, as we know, even if it happens very quickly, is a sign of neglect, and neglect is the opposite of intention. So anything in the path of the door that doesn't allow it to swing freely on its hinges, something heavy, just stuff in the way. So all of this is the work to clear the path of the door inside and out. So you're going to have different entries. Some people consider their entry the exterior, some consider it the interior. Some people have a door that opens and there is the main part of the house. There's not really anything there. You can create an entry from that, but for our purposes, we're mainly focused on the door. Then if you want to zoom out to a bigger project, you can. Okay, if you have broken or damaged hinges, a broken or damaged door, like there's broken glass in the panes, the lock mechanism doesn't work either to lock or unlock, if there are holes in the actual door, and then dirt, grime, mold, things like that. So these are the things that I want you to very specifically pay attention to about your door. Even if you think it's an amazing working order, just give it a once over for all of these things. So I do address the objections to this project in the project paper. All of your objections, like this is not a Declutter project, my door is already perfection, fixing my door takes way longer than 10 to 30 minutes, and I want to do another project. So if you have those specific objections, you can go over to the project page and I will address them more there. But I do want to say that even if fixing your door is going to take more than 10 to 30 minutes, this is a great time to get started. So even if it's going to take 2 hours, 10 to 30 minutes is going to start chipping away at that. That's how you start the process. You can call and schedule a repair person. You can sand away a rough spot or cover broken glass or create safety now. You can watch a YouTube to figure out how to DIY something. So this is your time where you're really focusing all your attention and your love at your door and what it represents. So how you spend that time is not as important in the specific steps as what you're focusing it towards. Okay, so how do we do the entryway reset? That's what I'm calling it, even though it is mostly about the front door. So in the other videos, we did a 5-step process. We're going to do a 3-step process, but as always, we are going to start with your intention. Again, your entryway is where your opportunities, your guests, and everything else comes into your home. And now you may have a back entry that you use at your garage, your carport. We can talk about that in another video, but energetically, the entrance of your home is very, very important, and that is the front entrance. So when you think about your home as a story in space, the entryway is like a little summary of that. So if your home is the story of your life, your entryway is the dust jacket summary that gets people energized about what you're offering in the overall house. It gets you energized about that. So what ideas do you want to catch the eye of and create welcome for? A new job or another adventure, a new partner or more connection with your existing one? Do you want more friends and family to be able to visit? Do you want peace and calm? So think about all of those things, and that is going to set the stage for your intention. So then jot down a few words that describe how you want to feel or how you want others to feel in your home. So some examples of that would be welcome, unhurried, restored, energized, dazzled, excited. So however you want your home to feel, overall, the entryway is like super duper shining a light on that and packing it into a little bit of area. Now, if that seems like a lot of pressure for a place that is sort of like a shoe corral and umbrellas and backpacks and jackets galore, that's okay. It doesn't have to look like a superstar. It's just what you're going for. The same as if you are setting a monetary goal for a business, for example, and you say, I want to make $5 million. You could only be making $500 a year. I don't know, that's a weird specific, but you don't have to be all the way there, but it's what you want to lean into as you take your action. It's not like your mudroom, your entry has to look like a superstar at the end of it, but you always have that feeling in mind as you take each action, and it contributes to moving you down the path that way, even if at the end of 30 minutes you haven't completely renovated your entry. Okay, so you have your intention, you've written it down, you've internalized it, obviously. Then you want to pick your project. So if your actual door is all good, but your entry needs some help, that's not readily apparent to you, there's a couple strategies to get started. So you want to pick your strategy. First, you can use the 5 things method. And I'm not going to go into that now because that's a whole other topic. But for those of you who are in the challenge, that is the topic of today's live, how to use that. And you can start processing your stuff in the entry one layer at a time that way. If you can see clearly in your entry that you have a particular problem or something is specifically bothering you, such as mail, shoes, bags, tons of paper of any kind, you can also clutter clear by category, which is more of a Marie Kondo style method. So if you have any questions about what it means to clutter clear by category, then bring that to coaching, post it in the WhatsApp, and I would be happy to talk about that more with you. So there's a couple strategies. Again, what you're actually doing during this time is not as important as the intention that you're focusing it towards. So with that intention in mind, you are going to take strategic actions to move in the direction of that. If you are needing to work on your door first. If your door is all good, then you zoom out to a different strategy. And don't forget to snap your before picture. So this is actually like the main ball of this whole part of the challenge, just knowing what your entry needs and moving towards it. So the third step is just to take intentional action for 10 to 30 minutes. Again, does not matter specifically what, just focused towards that goal. So a good way to do this is put on some music, set a timer, and just go and do all of the things that you need to do. We talked about the declutter process in the introduction video, and I linked it in the project page. There is the container method for setting limits, which is in yesterday's live. So that's day 2. And then again, we'll discuss the 5 things method in today's live. So you can employ any or all of these methods. Again, you're just moving towards that intention in a very intentional way. So you're taking whatever steps lead you towards this point that you've decided on. So don't forget to take, and I did it, victory snap of your space or a selfie when you finish the project and share it in the WhatsApp. If you want to keep going beyond the scope of this project that is mostly to attend to the most essential needs of your entry first and create intention for the space's usage going forward, if you're feeling inspired, I would love to support you more in creating a love at first sight entryway. So you can bring your questions and ideas for continuing going on this to our daily live coaching or the WhatsApp, or you can schedule a one-to-one coaching session or package for a customized solution to 10x your intention with my support. And that includes decluttering, organization, feng shui, and design. So they are deeply discounted for our challengers for the month of May. They are only $50 per session. So I encourage you to take advantage of that. The booking link is on the project page. And then lastly, another suggestion I have is last year I put out an entryway guide, about 5 pages when I was still under the name of Mary T. Allen Coaching, but I linked that in the project page, and you can download that as well if you would like to keep going. So good luck on your entryways, and I will see you tomorrow for project number 4, Junk in the Trunk.